Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Divine, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple, cute and lovely gathered skirt. Please make sure to like this video, share, comment and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. So here are the things that you will need to make this project. I have my measuring tape, I have my skirt zip, thread, scissors, some tailor's chalk, some interfacing for my band. You don't need this much, and then you need some pins, and of course you need your fabric. I used 2 yards of fabric for this project. So for the gathering, I multiplied my waist measurements by 3, and then I added 2 inches for zip allowance. That is 32 times 3 is 96. 32 is my waist measurement plus 2 inches, making it 98 inches. So on here I have, this is the front, for the front of my gathered skirt. On it I have 48 inches, and then folded into 2 I have 24 inches, and that is for the front of my skirt. Now for the back I have 15 inches folded into 2, that is 25 inches. It's 15 inches because I have 2 inches extra for my zipper allowance, that is 1 inch on each side. Now you can totally use any fabric of your choice. I'm using this very beautiful nice patterned fabric. You can use an Ankara fabric for this project, or just any fabric of your choice. The length of the skirt is 24 inches plus 2 inches for hemming, and that is what I have here. So I have 26 inches for the length. Okay, so this is the back side, and I'm going to slit it open at the middle, like the folded part. I'm going to slit it open and then attach each side to my front piece. I'll take my scissors and I'll go ahead and cut it open. And this is just so I can have a very long line for my gathered skirt. Now you can totally skip this part. You can just make it very long, but I had just 2 yards of fabric, so I had to manage this properly. That is why I have to cut and join. So now I'm just going to place one of my back piece. I'm just going to sew it onto my front piece, like so, right side facing right side, and then I will just pin them all together carefully, and then just go ahead to my sewing machine and sew them together with half an inch or less than half an inch. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just pinning them together. So I've gone ahead and I've joined the 2 back pieces to my front piece, and now I have a very long fabric to work with. So the open side is going to be the back side, where I'm going to insert my zip. Now you're just going to choose your the side you're going to use for the up part and for the down part. And now this is for the down part. I'm going to fold it and hem. Fold it once like so and fold it over again, and then I'm just going to hem it all the way to the other side of the fabric. So now I've done that, and this is what I have for the bottom. I did this first, but you can do it last if you choose, but I just chose to do it first. And I also went to my sewing machine and did 2 straight lines. Remember, don't backstitch when you are doing this, so it is easy for you to pull when you want to pull. I did 2 so that if one should cut, I will have another one to work with. Now this is something that you want to be very, very patient with and also very careful with. Now I'm just going to take one strand of thread, as you can see me doing. Take one strand of thread and pull. Now remember, you don't backstitch, whether while starting or at the end of this stitch. You don't backstitch, so that this pulling will be very easy for you. Now you can see how much I have pulled this side. I'm just carefully pulling it together to form our gathers, and then you can also go to the other side and pull as well. So I'm just doing it for the both sides so they can come on together. Now this is what I have here. Now I am done pulling, and then I went ahead and I measured it to know if it gives me 32 inches plus my zipper allowance. But what I have here now is 24 inches, which is very, very much less. So I'll go ahead and adjust it by trying to like separate it again. Instead of pulling it in, now I'm pulling it out to get my waist measurement plus 2 inches. So this is how you do this. When you find out that you have pulled in too much, just carefully pull it out and get your waist measurement. So now I'm going to remeasure the gathers to know if I have my desired measurement. This is how you want to measure it. So on it I have 34 inches, which is perfect because I have to add 2 inches for my zipper allowance. So I went ahead and I top stitched, I sewed onto that gathers so it's very strong. Now this is the band, my waistband. So the total length of my waistband is 34 inches. The width is 4 inches. Folded into two, I have 2 inches, and then I removed, I pressed on half an inch on both sides, and now I have 1.5 inches for my band. Now I already went ahead to cover up one side, and I will show you how I achieved that. Now this is how I achieved it. You're just going to turn your band over like so, and then measure out half an inch and sew on it, and then cover it back up. Now also note that I pressed on my interfacing on this to make it a little bit stronger, but if you don't have, you don't necessarily have to do that. So now I'm just going to find the middle point of my waistband. I'll just find, when I find that, I'm going to mark it with my chalk, and then I'm also going to find the middle parts of my gathered skirt. I'm going to fold it and find the middle point. And then I'll just notch that midpoint. So now I'm just going to place it in very carefully into my band. That is the middle point of my band. The middle point of my gathers is inside the middle point of my band, and I'm just going to place it very carefully all round and pin it down carefully, and then go ahead to my sewing machine and sew it all up. So that is what I'm doing now. You just have to look closely to understand what I'm doing. Just use your pins and pin it down. gone ahead and done that, and this is what our band is looking like right now. Very neat and very fine. Now this is what our band is looking like. So for the back side, I'm going to join the back side together, right side facing right side, and then I'm going to measure 8 inches from the top. That is for my zipper allowance, and then from the bottom I'm just going to measure mark 1 inch, because we left 1 inch for zipper allowance. Now I'm leaving the 8 inches for my zip, and then I just pin that down, or you can use your chalk to indicate where your 8 inches stops. And then from the bottom I'm just going to sew it. Join it together by 1 inch, and then insert my zipper to the 8 inches I left. And I'm done doing that, and this is what our skirt is looking like. Very simple, very nice, and very neat. You can see our band looking very nice, and that is just it for this video. Thank you so much for staying tuned and seeing this video. I hope this video helps you to make your own gathered skirts. Please make sure to support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and please like this video, share, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.